No, but I mean, when something happens like that so quickly and everything, you just don't know what to expect. And from the time we came in and talked to Dan, he just explained everything. Any questions we had, he was there to answer. And there was no pushing or anything like that. Everything just went along on its basis, I must say. I was very pleased with the funeral director, and he was very pleasant to speak to. He explained things.
And actually, when Dan first came to the hospital, it was just, we had no idea where to go, what to do, how to handle anything. And he basically said, these are, your options, this is procedures we need to follow. And it was just, it was a relief to know we didn't have to, we had enough to worry about without worrying about all of that yet.
I felt I could leave with a peace of mind that everything was going to be well taken care of, that I had nothing to be concerned about. I had no other questions that I had to be asked. Yeah.
When we made those arrangements, it was like, and we talked about it when we got home, it was almost like if we didn't do anything, it would have still been handled the way we wanted it because of the sensitivity and just the way it was handled. We had questions, but they were almost answered before they were asked because we were just so comfortable with everything.
I think Dad looked wonderful. I was very, very pleased, and I thought that he looked marvelous.
Yeah,
I did. And I've had very many, many compliments, I must say.
Yeah, there were many people who said that was Dad. There was just no question. That was Dad. They did a wonderful job.
Everything was like on a timetable, you know what I mean? Everything went so smoothly.
Because Dan, they would come up and say, in a few minutes, we're going to need to do this.
Right.
So you had time to prepare a little bit, like I said, but everything was, not that it was real rigid that it had to be, but it was nice to know what's coming up.
Right. Everything was done by you people. And I'm talking about everything. The setup here, the setup in church was just beautiful. He took care of everything. There wasn't a thing that we had to do. And he took care of the lunch. He just did everything. I had to do nothing. I didn't have to speak to anyone, which was just great.
There was how many times you'd say, or even like with the flowers, you'd say to Kathy, well, how do we take care of this? And Kathy's like, that's going to be taken care of. And it's just so nice that you don't have to worry about that stuff. And
I gotta admit, there wasn't a worry over my head that I might miss something or something wasn't done correctly.
That's wonderful.
I guess I could say what we went through, I didn't expect it to go that smoothly and that great from the beginning to the very end.
None of us did.
I must say.
None of us did.
No. And we talked about that many times as a family at home.
And we were told by Dan and others here, the only thing we got to worry about is taking care of Mother. Everything else is done. And that was the truth. People say stuff like that, but it's the truth.
And anytime we had any questions, we felt free to call you people and didn't have any problem with it whatsoever. You were always there for us. I must say, the way Dan held it with myself and my family, I couldn't have been more pleased and more happier, because he just did one step at a time, and he took it slowly, and everybody seemed to understand, and everybody seems to be well satisfied with it.